Hi everyone, this is Leslie coming to you live on Wednesday, October 17th. I hope you are having a great day so far. Sorry, I'm just a couple minutes late. Actually had to drop my daughter off at a very exciting event that is going on in Mission Viejo today. Well, at least exciting to my daughter, Candace Cameron Bure, who is DJ Tanner from Full House and Fuller House, just wrote a children's book and is signing it at our Civic Center. So I was waiting there with my daughter in line until another friend's mom could come and relieve me so that the girls can wait in line, because if you can believe, there's already 30 people roughly in line in front of them. So, and the book signing doesn't even start until 5. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Again, hi, I am Leslie Swan. I am the principal of the Swan Team, and welcome to our all new episode of Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love, which is scheduled every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Super excited, have some fun topics to discuss with you today, as well as some fun events to share with you that are coming up. And while we wait for others to join us, I will just give you a few reminders. First, I'd like to say hi, Colleen. Thanks so much for joining us today. Just a few reminders. I can't always see, and we can't always see when you are watching us. So if you can leave comments or shoot us some likes or hearts or wows anytime during the video, that would be wonderful. And you can shoot as many as you want. If you feel like just going crazy on that love button, feel free, because I love to receive the love. So definitely feel free to share it and send it out. But of course, if there's anything in particular that I am referring to or discussing that you have a question or comment about, of course, please feel free to leave a question or comment in the discussion section or in the write a comment box. And also there's an option to share this Facebook Live video with a friend. So if there's anyone that you know that is interested in buying or selling a property, or perhaps even leasing, definitely feel free to share this post right now or this live video with them and get them up to speed on what is going on in the real estate market, as well as what is best for buyers and sellers and renters and lessors and lessees. Those are the fun titles to refer to. So once again, I am Leslie Swan, principal and realtor of the Swan Team here in Mission Viejo. Today is October 17th, and we're super excited about this episode of Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love, where I will be talking about today what buyers should be looking for when buying a home, and to not necessarily get caught up in the aesthetics of a home, but instead to look at the bones. And we're going to get a little bit more into detail on that. Of course, as a reminder, this is all just a follow-up to the blog post that went live today. So you can access that blog post by simply clicking on the link that is in the description box of this particular Facebook Live, or you can always go to our website, which is www.theswanteamoc.com, and up at the top right there is the word blog, and click on that, and that will take you to our blog page, which will have the most recent blog post, which is today's. That will be right there, and you can click on it and get more access and detail to the written version of basically what I'm going to discuss today. And again, today is kind of going to be a summary of what that post is about. In addition, I'm going to share some events that the Swan Team has planned for the month of November. So very exciting. Definitely some exciting, fun things coming up for you to hopefully join us at. So I will be sharing that. Of course, also, as always, you can stay connected with us in a myriad of ways. You can, of course, always follow us here on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram, on Pinterest, on YouTube as well. So definitely feel free to check us out on any of those sites. You can also stay connected to us through email. We can send you a variety of different reports or information pieces, including but not limited to the Orange County Housing Market Update, which is a monthly report of a lot of facts, figures, and data about the Orange County housing market. So again, you can subscribe to that and receive that monthly. You can also subscribe to receiving our blog posts on a weekly basis. In addition, you can subscribe to our newsletter, which is a compilation of everything that goes on in the month for the Swan Team, including all those blog posts. And then lastly, whether you're a buyer or a seller, you can select the buyer guidebook or the seller guidebook as a great reference tool if you are looking to buy or sell a home in the next 6 to 12 months. So again, those are all available on the Facebook page. So if you just look left, you'll notice an option for email and contact and get in touch with us. So again, look for that and subscribe, join us, join in on the conversation. And again, also, as I mentioned before, of course, if you can just say at least hello or ask me a question or leave a comment so that I know that you're watching, that is greatly appreciated. Of course, we also love likes, hearts, and wows. So definitely feel free to share those with us as well. So I mentioned events that are coming up for the month of November. I'm super excited about them. Last year, you may have come out for our turkey trot that we did on Thanksgiving morning around Lake Mission Viejo. We are planning on doing that again this year. So if you haven't made your plans for a run / walk / jog / trot for Thanksgiving morning, definitely come and join us. Again, around Lake Mission Viejo, all we'll be looking for is a canned food donation that we will donate to the St. Killian's Food Pantry. So again, definitely feel free to join us for that. We also are going to have a fun event at Barwell Fitness Studio that is going to be either the first or second week, most likely, of November, where we will be having a fun workout event, but then it's also a very fun social event that will be a fundraiser for Castile Elementary. And then in addition, there's actually another Castile Elementary fundraiser that is going to be at Studio Vintage, which is a super cool studio where you can buy pieces for your home and decor, and you can actually customize them yourself. This past, in about June, I actually went there and made a really cool, I wish I had it here to display, but just visualize, if you will, an American flag that was perfect for Memorial Day and 4th of July and Labor Day, and just your patriotic spirit. And it looks like there's going to be a couple of choices as well for this event. So again, that is an event we're sponsoring and helping organize. So again, those 3 events that we are super excited to bring to you, and hopefully you can come and join us and meet us either at Barwell, at Studio Vintage, or around the lake for a turkey trot. So again, stay tuned for those events. Be on the lookout in the events category of our Facebook page, as we will post them there, because we'd love for you to join us. So thanks for joining us, Rick. Hi. And with all of that being said, again, I'm Leslie Swan, principal and realtor here at the Swan Team, and today we are going to discuss getting past the aesthetics of a home and really looking at the bones, because oftentimes you're buying a home that is 10, 15, 20, maybe 40 years old, and it is easy to get caught up in what looks pretty and not look at some of the more important issues that, if you were to purchase the house, are going to become a priority very quickly to you if you don't. So getting right into it, just want to make sure that I have all of my lovely notes. So a few key things to not get caught up in. The furnishings. I know I have walked in homes before with different clients that we've walked in and the first thing they see is the restoration hardware couch that they just so wanted. And it immediately creates this emotional connection with them and the house, which is great. But again, when it comes to looking at the house, there's more than just that restoration hardware couch that may or may not come with the purchase of the house. So again, furnishings, while they do a great job in staging the home and making it look attractive, as a buyer, you want to make sure that obviously you're very business savvy and that you make sure that you are making the wisest investment possible. So again, not getting caught up in furnishings is key. Again, obviously decor. You don't want to get caught up in the decor of a home either, because that's all changeable. And if it doesn't have so great of a decor, again, that's something relatively simple that you can change, whether it's paint or maybe removing wallpaper, or just adding more lighting sometimes, or changing window treatments. That is, those again are the aesthetics. So making sure that you don't fall in love with something that isn't ultimately the bones of the house is key. And again, something you want to avoid is looking at the price of a house, because just because you don't want to avoid impulse buying of a house just because maybe it fits in your price range, because something that you think may not be in your price range may just be overpriced at the time, and you want to look at true market value of a home so that you can get the biggest bang for your buck. And I apologize, but I'm noticing I've got some lovely hairs that are sticking up there like alfalfa. So again, you want to avoid just, getting caught up in just looking at the pricing. Instead, the things that you really want to look for are street location. Of course, in real estate in general, we'll always say location, 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 because if there's one thing, unfortunately, we can't do here in California, it's pick up the house and move it to the location you want it to be in. Instead, you have to look at where the location is, and oftentimes, okay, is this house, can I deal with this house because it's in the right location? So, but again, also even looking more specifically at its location on the street. Is living on a cul-de-sac important to you? If yes, do you prefer the beginning of the cul-de-sac so that you're at the corner of the street, or would you rather be at the end of the cul-de-sac where it dead ends? Again, these are all things that are that can't be changed, or at least that's something that really you can't change about the house, its location. Also, you want to look at the bones of the house and some of the things that, again, are either very difficult to change or really expensive to change. So for example, windows. Windows, if they are more than 20 years old, oftentimes they might be something that you want to have replaced. And if they haven't been replaced, then that's something that you'll need to look at down the road and know that that cost is something that you'll have to potentially incur at some point. On the other hand, though, too, you can look and see what brand the owner purchased when it came to if they have ever redone their windows. Because, for example, a brand like Milgard, they actually guarantee their windows for life. So if there is an issue, then you can simply call Milgard and they will replace the window. So again, those are things that you want to look at and you want to ask those questions. because those are the things that you would inherit. And again, if you inherit good windows, then you don't necessarily inherit the cost of having to replace them. So again, that's just something to think about. Again, flooring too is another big thing that you'll want to look at, because flooring is expensive, especially if you have to do it throughout the home. These days, most buyers that I am working with do want more of a hard surface. So sellers out there, just be cognizant of that buyers are oftentimes looking for hard surfaces, for sure downstairs. Some are even looking for it upstairs because they just don't want the allergens that are associated with carpets. But oftentimes they are okay if there are carpeting in the bedrooms and everything. But again, if the home has newer flooring, that is something that will attribute potentially to its price and its market value. But again, hopefully that's something that then you don't have to replace for many years. So again, the bones that you're looking for. The roof condition. This is a huge one because roofs, to replace a roof is not cheap. And let's face it, replacing your roof is not exciting like getting remodeling your bathroom or something. I mean, how often do you really look at your roof? Not much, but when it leaks on you, it is an issue. So you want to make sure that your roof or the roof of a potential property that you purchase is in great shape and in great condition. Again, otherwise, that is something that you will incur a pretty large cost to repair or replace. The HVAC units are also something to make sure to look at. As I'm mentioning all of these things too, a lot of these things can actually be found, if you like a home, can be uncovered in a home inspection. But again, if you can go in as a savvy buyer prior to getting to that home inspection phase, you can at least know and understand the things to really look for, and again, understand why a home is potentially priced the way it is, or where you can maybe punch some holes in the listing price. So again, the HVAC units, they are expensive to replace. So when someone lets you know that a property has a brand new HVAC unit or it has all new ducting, that's a good thing. And again, that's something that hopefully will make the house more efficient and as far as energy, and will again make you very happy and pleasant, because again, while we discussed those beautiful furnishings that don't come with the house, while they make you excited and giddy about the house when you first walk in it as a potential buyer, when you actually own it and live in it, having a nice and cool home on a very hot day is something that's going to keep you happy in the long run. So definitely remember that. And if you can, examining the pipes and the plumbing situation in a home is very key. If you hear, sorry, there's a fly. If you are told that the home has been repiped, that's a great thing, because I know especially here in South Orange County with the water composition, the original pipes in many of the homes are unfortunately either causing pinhole leaks or slab leaks, and so homes are seeing, again, significant damage that needs to be repaired. So, and as a result, then the homes are being repiped. If you can potentially proactively repipe a home, that's always a great thing to do as well, because it can save you a lot of money in the long run and save you the pain and suffering of going through water damage, which if you've talked to anyone who's ever experienced water damage and had those fun fans on in their home nonstop, or had to move out of their home for 2 to 8 weeks until it's repaired, they'll tell you that it's no fun. So again, this is something that you really want to look at when looking for a home to purchase. And again, these are all things that can be pointed out to you when working with a realtor or real estate professional like the Swan Team. So again, we can point these things out to you and certainly help you utilize these items to best determine a fair market value for the home, and then put in an offer accordingly for the fair market value and obviously the demand for the home as well. So that in a nutshell is, again, my advice for looking at the bones, not just the aesthetics of a home. And you can, again, reference this in the blog, which you can access simply by going to www.theswanteamoc.com and clicking on the word blog in the top right corner, and that will take you to this very first post, as well as to a list of the other blog posts that we've had in the past. Of course, you can also simply just click on the link that is in the description for this Facebook Live video. So definitely check that out. Again, to recap also, we have a few exciting events coming up. Sorry, again, a fly. We have exciting events coming up in November, so definitely stay tuned and be on the lookout for those. We would love for you to join us for any and all of those. Again, Barwell, Studio Vintage, and a turkey trot on Thanksgiving around Lake Mission Viejo. So stay tuned for that for sure. As always, I would like to remind you that as part of our Love Where You Live, Give Where You Love education donation program, we will donate $500 to the school of your choice for any property we help you buy or sell. So again, we appreciate the business that you send to us. And again, I apologize for doing this because there's a fly that literally looks like it's going to fly in my mouth. Yay! Because wouldn't that make a good, well, maybe it would make a good YouTube video, but this is a Facebook Live that will eventually go on YouTube. So, so again, we will donate $500 to the school of your choice for every property we help you buy or sell. So if you have any friends or family that are thinking of buying or selling in the next 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, definitely have them contact us. We'd love to share any and all of our resources with them and take great care of them, treat them like our own family, and make sure to walk them through the process step by step so that they feel comfortable with the either purchasing or selling process. And then, of course, donate to the school of their choice, because we do believe in giving back to the schools and making the community great, and of course, making sure that you love where you live. So that is all I have for today. If you have any questions about today's discussion, or anything real estate related, or any suggestions that you have for future Facebook Live videos, definitely feel free to contact us at info@theswanteamoc.com, or give us a call at 949-444-1601. But again, keep your referrals coming. Thank you for continuing to refer your friends and family to us. And always remember, love where you live, give where you love, and we will see you back here next Wednesday at 4 p.m. for an all-new episode. Take care, everyone. Bye.